Wait, what time is this game? Is this a night game? 4 o'clock. Yeah, they're wearing their all white. You know what? Let's checkerboard it. Checkerboard this shit.
Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one.
Pancake you, oatmeal you.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Anderson will throw.
Find them.
Gets rid of it. He's got it.
Yes, sir.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass.
Get rid of it. Damn it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up.
Nobody.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. No. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Hopefully, we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number one.
Never mind.
Crosses the 45. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat.
Where's he scrambled
Sides
for
pass to Sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Here's a little room there.
This is ridiculous.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Moffitt. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
No.
Swings it out to his running back. Pulled down for the tackle. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. New set of downs after the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Knockout.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Using his legs, it's Moffitt. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Carter. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Quality? I don't know where he went for it.
Looking to fire.
Find somebody. Dump down.
Zings it complete to the right. Across the 45. He's put it down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I mean, I could.
Back to pass.
Find someone.
Just a little off. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. On target. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Moffitt. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Behind the line. It's downs. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To throw, it's Carter. Snap out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
And you can hear the exhale from up here, guys. Like that was a big 3rd down. This offense, they've already dug themselves a hole, right? They understand they're down. It's getting closer to the half. They need to make some plays. That was a big 3rd down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Zip it out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moffitt.
That's 1st down.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close. And they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They look like they're about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now this offense is back on the field. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively, you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
We're not going to
got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
God damn, you gotta get your ass whooped. Fuck.
Looking to fire.
Thanks, Jerry.
Got it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, the ground game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. After that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Carter. Punts it out of the air.
That's the only thing I can.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big game.
Working that left side
Fucking
now.
dump down on
He
his ass.
did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
I think I get balls start the second half. That's only positive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the punt team. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He
might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Moffitt. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
Maintenance update.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 21 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's Ole Miss trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football really is. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Tight end now in motion.
Oh, fuck, you're crying.
Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move.
No fucking shot.
He's got an open man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And now this offense will take the field again.
The fact that they almost
give to the back.
25 pissed me off.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
It could be a bonding experience.
Looking to fire.
Bonding experience.
Finds the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Running inside. It's Moffitt. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
11. 10, 11.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the wideout.
They're getting ready to see them.
Looking for a man. It's Carter.
No.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is
You
loose.
gotta be kidding
Defense
me.
has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. A run to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
My cousin with the tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back.
They ran it.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st down here for the offense. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And it'll be a touchdown.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Number 48 set to kick this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Throws for the tight end.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
At least you got heart.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
Try again next week.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Carter. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today.
No lie, my
He
opponent might
will
be an
not make a
All-American this
fair
year.
catch, field the punt, and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. A little release to the back. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire deep. Makes a deep grab.
He just caught it on
They
double
finally get
coverage,
him on the
like, I can't
ground,
win.
but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Maybe some room. Headed to the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score.
I'm about to put the fucking backups in.
They'll go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll knock him down. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive comeback. After slumping into the field, they gave a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
I guess it's no.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That last snack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But
he lofted high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today.
Next one gonna be a duck.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
They get the 50.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Breaks into the open on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fakes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the offense out on the field go back to work. The give from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Finding some room. Chinging on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. And he's going to move. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Everybody knows it.
It's a 1st and 10.
That's crazy.
The run inside. It's weird.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Gage. Really good search for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Right now. He's behind,
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Behind my PlayStation, so I can't hit that motherfucker.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
We're not being shut out.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal.
Yeah, no shutout right here, Jerry.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Oh, he's moving now. Hold up, hold up.
Off the boot, looking for his man.
No,
Finds his tight end.
Wait.
And the
Where's he
defense
going?
settled
Where's he
in to
going?
stop that
Find
one for a
somewhere else.
short
Go to the
gain.
right.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone
Get that
eyes on
motherfucker.
the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles,
I don't
live
think
to
barking
fight
at
another
the
down.
motherfucker's helping.
He'll be stopped short
Bark like
of the
you
line
want
to gain.
it.
Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one.
Well, he's not in a good spot.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one.
Why'd you
Makes
fill
the
the
catch,
butt inside
wants
the
to
box?
make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
He's not in a good
Guys,
spot.
this offense will go back on the attack. At this point, it really hasn't been your best
avoided
day.
it,
Just
so
try to
that's your
find
game too,
something
right
to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just,
Oh, now you're
try
going
to
crazy
find
again?
things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and
He's
week out. So
going
whether that's identifying
higher.
playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
You scared
After
him.
the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
You scared a little bit.
Run the
He
curl
might
route.
want another play.
Got to.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to
I'm gonna get
throw
killed
stuff
by
up
a
against the
spider tonight in my
blackboard and
sleep,
see if it
chat.
sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And
When I die,
give the offense
because of the
credit.
spider
You're not just
eating
going to
me,
run the football. You're not just going to
Gary's
take a
gonna
knee
take
and
control of the
and
YouTube
go into the
channel.
locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Love to see these 3rd down
Spike the
conversions on
ball. We're
offense, and they're
going
out to
for it.
their own 39-yard line. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I actually don't know where that motherfucker went. I miss him already.
Looking for space. It's weird. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Yeah. We're gonna try this shit,
So
Jerry.
they're going to
We
send
ain't
out
got
the field
nothing
goal
to
unit
lose
to
right
try
here.
a long one. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left
He missed
hash.
that so fucking bad.
No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess ups and all.
I think Sosa may have fell asleep, so he probably didn't even play his game yet. White people say no. Probably get some inches cut off one day, yeah. I should do that. I should get a couple inches. Yeah. I should do that sometime.
That was a certified BTA classic.
Very much a